Thanks for staying tuned. I'm Stanford Howard with the 21st October edition of the Hgp Sportscast. In bodybuilding, Suriname's ruled the stage with Fabian Welp capturing the overall title, while Barry Coppola out of Trinidad copped the under 176 kg at the stage of Champions competition held at the Theatre Guild. More in this report. It wasn't an ordinary night on Saturday. It was the stage of champions where 32 athletes from 4 countries, namely Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua and Suriname, got to display their chiseled physiques. The competition got underway in the weight class of under 143 pounds, with 3 competitors going against each other with their mandatory poses of quad turns, front double bicep, rear double bicep, front lap spread, rear lap spread, side triceps, side chest, front abdominal and thigh, along with the individual routine in the end of the mass category, display the body strength and hard training of the competitors. Duran Harris walked away with top honors, along with J. Paul Jeep Sarami, while Jan Sam Godoran placed third. The night was far from over and the heated competition continued as the men came out in the under 164 category, with Suriname picking up their first win of the night in the person of Randall Hakmat. Meanwhile, the under 154 category saw a full-fledged field of bodybuilders as they flexed their muscles on the judges, who had a difficult time deliberating who will take top honors in this category. In the end, it was Darius Ramsamy who captured third place. Mr. Guyana 2019 Marlon Bennett captured second place, and Sylvan Garner was first. It was then the ladies' turn to take to the stage as scores of patrons went wild in the Miss Bikini segment. The 5 ladies showcased their well-sculptured bodies and heels as they graced the stage. It was another close call in the category, but as they say, the judge's decision is final. Suriname's Miltila Galmo got the judge's nod for first place, with Rosanna Fong in second, and the third place going to Tatiana Bowen from Suriname. While in the under 176 pounds category, Barry Coppola from Trinidad copped the first prize, while Guyanese Lyndon Burnett and Andrew Watts copped second and third place respectively. In the 177 pound and over category, Suriname shone brightly in the person of Fabian Well, who walked away with the top prize, while the Mr. Physique crown went to Randolph Gutskowat. The final showdown was for bragging rights of becoming 2019 Stage of Champions with 8 competitors. In the end, it was Suriname's Fabian Well that walked away with the overall win. Here's what he had to say after his victory.
It was good. A little bit tired, but it was good.
How do you feel about the win?
Excitedly, I'm great, and I feel great. I feel great.
For Hgp Sport, I am Stanford Howard. Victoria Village has launched its cricket club, which seeks to apply to the need of the young of the community. A London-based Guyanese has given back to the society. Samuel Gillis was there and filed this report.
It was early Sunday morning when citizens gathered at the Victoria Community Centre ground to witness and participate in history being made. It was the official launch of the Victoria Cricket Club, which was initiated by Mark Dublin, an overseas-based Guyanese who says he has the sport as well as the villagers at heart.
I've seen a lot of young men on the street playing no part in society. Walk the street, has nothing to do. Most of them, or sometimes 50% have talent, but how can we get it out of them? So someone has to take it by the scruff of the arm and extract the out of them, and that's why I've come up with this idea.
Chairwoman of the Haslington Grove Community Neighborhood Democratic Council, Maureen Philadelphia, shared her vision for the club.
It's my hope, it's my desire, it's my wish that we would have used this opportunity that has been bestowed on us to see the good things that can come out of Victoria in terms of sport. Yes, we have talent, but it's for us to recognize those talents, work on them, and ensure that they blossom. And I trust that as we launch today, we can see that blossom. And of course, Victoria will be represented at West Indies team.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Karen Cummins, who is a daughter of that soil, reminded the gathering that this path had been chartered by the likes of Peter Montfort, a Victorian who has umpired on international stages, and his son, Mark Montfort, who plays for Canada. This was her charge.
We are very happy that we can have this program today, the launch of this initiative, the Victoria Club of Cricketers. And I want to say that on behalf of the government, I'm very pleased to be here. As the song says, youths are important to Guyana. And this government cares. It's a caring government we have here, and is concerned about the future of our youth. And as we are about to be, or should I say, we're the cusp of oil and gas industry, becoming an oil-rich country, it is my wish that we have a great allocation of money in our budget for the youth, and so we're able to really invest more in our youth, who are the future of tomorrow.
Later that day, in the inaugural game, Victoria South came up against Victoria North, and South emerged winners by scoring 103 from 19. For Hgp Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
With some football news, the Guyana Football Federation, in its continuing efforts to bring the Georgetown Football Association back to a state of normalcy, will be convening an extraordinary general meeting of the Georgetown Football Association on Saturday, November 2nd, 2019. The time for the extraordinary general meeting would be 10 hours at the Pegasus Hotel, Georgetown. Clubs are asked to take note of the following critical points and deadlines. Meeting delegates, each eligible member may be represented at the meeting by a maximum of 3 delegates, president, secretary, and treasurer, who can all take part in the debates, but each member will only have 1 vote. In more football news, after a successful run in the Courts Pee Wee football tournament, St. Pius went down to Tugville Primary 3-2 in the quarterfinal action. More from Jaden Samuels.
It takes just one game to change everything, and this was clearly the case for St. Pius Primary after ending regulation time at a 2-all draw and then losing 3-2 from the penalty on Saturday at the Ministry of Education ground. Joshua Austin and Wayne Solomon scored for Tocqueville Primary, and for St. Pius, Jamal Fraser and Brian Brown found the back of the net to find the draw. However, they lost their footing at the penalty shootout. St. Agnes Primary handed West Rheinveld a 1-0 drubbing, while goals from Ricardo Hazel and Anfern Cummings in extra time took Genesis past to Mary Primary. In other matches, North Georgetown defeated Soosdyke 3-1 in penalty after finishing 1-all in full extra time. The semi-finals gets going this Saturday. Jaden Samuels, Hgp Sport.
Now for some golf. Breezy sunny conditions at the weekend meant it was a good day for golfing at Lusignan Golf Club. Top locals and several international competitors team up as golfers prepare for this weekend's Guyana Open International. Jaden Samuels was there and filed this report.
Patanjali Prasad it was that took the honors in the cancer awareness affair, fending off stiff competition from several locals and the international golfers as they prepare for the much anticipated Guyana Open this weekend. Prasad cruised to a net 64 overall win and first in the 18-10 category. The heated contest also led to Asruddin Shaw 70-13, William Walker 70-11, and Satruhan Robin Tiwari 70-16, battling for the second position, with Tiwari getting the upper hand on the countback tiebreaker. The action was just as good in the 19-28 flight, which saw Nirmaldio Sarwan scoring a net 66 off a handicap 24 to push Gilmaro Escaraga into second place with 67 of handicap 22, beating out his co-worker Jordi Pinol, who played the best round so far of his golfing career at the Lusignan Golf Club with a net 69 off a handicap 28. The veterans category provided its fair share of rivalry, pinning veterans Patrick Prasad, Mike Mangle, both with handicap 9, defending Guyana Open champion Avinash Prasad, handicap 2, and Lusignan Golf Course president Alim Hussein, handicap 9, who all shot 80 gross, but Prashad emerged the winner with Mangal second on the back 9 counterback. Avinash Prasad carted off the best gross overall win with a better back 9 of 36. Jadon Samuels, Hgp Sport.
And some sad news to end the sportscast. Former national basketball player Andrew Ifill was on Monday morning found dead at his job in Trinidad and Tobago. Ifill made a life from basketball, playing professionally throughout the region and in Mexico. He last represented Guyana at the 2014 CBC Championships in the BVI, where he teamed up with former Dallas Mavericks and Indiana Pacer guard Raul Marshall to guide Guyana to a 5th place finish. In that tournament, Ifill finished with an average of 12.2 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 1.6 assists per game. He was the team's second highest scorer behind Marshall. Ifill, who played locally with Bounty Colts, wowed fans with his above-the-rim play, vision for the game, and his all-around game. Condolence goes out to his family back in Guyana. And that's all we have for this edition of the Hgp Sportscast. But do remember, many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing that it is not fish they are after. Over to you, Handel. Goodbye.